Okay, let's see what we have here. This is a 1966 bass guitar amp from Valco. It's the Airline 62-9020B. That's 9020 Bravo. It has all the Tolex missing, but the case is in really good shape. The electronics have been pretty much brought up to speed. It's got a grounded 3-wire plug on it. The reversing switch has been disabled. No need anymore. The thing is super quiet. It's such a simple circuit. A 3-amp fuse. I did add a small speaker jack here, but don't worry, no holes were drilled or anything like that. It has two 12AX7s, which are very old, and I think a couple of Sylvania 6L6s. It has all new filter caps inside. And since this amp was designed to run on 110 volts and now I've got 125, what I do is I drop the voltage by 25 volts by putting stacked Zeners in the B plus high voltage line so that it would get down below 400 volts. My B plus was just way too high for the filter caps and the tubes, and makes the amp sound a lot better. And anyway, it has 2 inputs, but that's really just a shared input jack, and it's set on 12 o'clock on volume and tone. Again, this was a bass guitar amp. It has a 15-inch speaker, and it can really get down low and dirty, but also has some, you'd be surprised how the high ends can come along too. Looking at the top of it again, what you can see is the all the telex is gone. From the side, it's got a nice thin design, but I don't think it worked very good as a bass guitar. The other thing it does is, right here we'll see, original grill cloth. Maybe you can see the faint outline of the cross support for the grill. And at the bottom, this particular model had a little white rectangle, and it should have said Airline in it right here, down at the bottom, okay? Sometimes Valco will put a big V over here, and also Supro's version of this same guitar bass amp would say Supro, and then underneath it would say Thunderbolt with a little Thunderbolt through it. So again, I'm playing it through a little relic old Strat, and it's that sit on a bridge just so you kind of hear. Again, this is going to be a little bassy. That's the bridge. And then the next position. Mid position. Basically boost up the treble, kill some of the bass. You see now you've got plenty of high end to play. All the way back to the bridge. What I really like this guitar is set about 1 o'clock. Bring the volume all the way up. about 5. So now the guitar, the amp is all the way up, and that hum is just a cheap chord here. It's not the guitar. I mean, it's not the guitar or the amp. Still on the bridge position. Bring the guitar all the way up, you'll start driving a little bit. That was on bridge. Mid. Fourth position. I have a S1 stack switch, so when I flip this up, all 4 pickups are together. The bridge and mid are parallel, and the stack's the other one. So it's kind of a humbucker, and it kind of kicks it up a little bit. So if I put it in the second position, this is normal. Now if I kick my S1 switch, what that does is it pushes the output tubes pretty hard. It also pushes the front end. This is a low gain amp. It has 2 12EX7s, but only 3 of the 4 amplifiers are being used. So you could go in and modify the circuit and add a first stage in front of the existing stage and make it more high gain. But I tell you what, if you just hit this thing with a little bit of overdrive, it really starts going crazy. And it has so much bass on the bottom. And in fact, if I make this thing bassy, turn the bass all the way down. So if I do that same I'm on the middle position. On the second floor, and it's just rattling the floor. Back the drive off a little. Bring the guitar down to about 5. Bring it back up to 12. It's very versatile. Now I can just overdrive by just rolling here on the volume. harmonics on this thing because there's no negative feedback, there's nothing. It's just raw 2.6L6s operating in Class A mode. And again, right now I think I've got the voltage down to about 380 volts across the plate. there's a 300 ohm cathode resistor with 30 volts across it. So if you do the math, that works out to be about 48 milliamps of current. That means the tubes are running about 18 watts each, and it's really set up as a 35 watt amp when it was designed for the old 6L6 tubes. But I have 6L6 GCs in here, and they've got more power to them. Everything's running cool now, but again, had to put in all new caps. I did go up a little bit from 10 microfarad to 20 microfarad on some of the values just to stabilize the bottom end. I didn't want it to sag. This is a solid state rectifier. It has a bridge rectifier setup made with 4 diodes, and the earlier ones had a tube rectifier, and those sagged. Those had a different tone to them also, but I guarantee this amp here will do pretty much anything you want it to do. Okay, that's the, I'm going to list this up on YouTube, and again, it's the Airline 9020B, and it is made by Valco, and it's pretty much the same as a Supro Thunderbolt. And if you can get your chance to pick one up, I got this thing for like $80 from a guy in Dallas, Texas, and I put about $20 worth of parts in it. And now I got to decide how I'm going to Tolex it, make it look retro or leave it all woodish or whatever. Anyway, enjoy!